Alright, so we move on to Vampire Counts turn 3. Okay, so you can see there on the right hand side he charged his zombies into my men-at-arms, and then he charged his Vampire Lord and the Graveguard into the men-at-arms. I think what he was mainly doing, he wanted his vampire in combat. I was shooting his Graveguard and killing him, and so if he gets in combat, every wound he does, he can regrow his unit. And I think he just didn't want them vulnerable to uh, to my shooting. So anyway, they're all in there, and otherwise he just kind of dances around a little bit, as you can see. Now these guys on my phase, I got the yeah, I think it was this turn. I got the +4 toughness off on them, so these guys are doing pretty well. And if I didn't get it this last turn, I get it next turn. Either way, these men-at-arms are going to be buffed overall. At this point, there's really not a whole lot of movement in the middle of the board. You can probably imagine why. These guys are hacking back and forth at each other. You can see I'm actually doing pretty well thanks to my horses. At the end of combat, you see men-at-arms only lost 3 guys. And I don't think they're buffed because they're not marked here. It's the next turn I get the buff on him. So he only killed 3 guys between his Vampire Lord, 1 Graveguard, and all those zombies. So look at the board over here. That's probably significant for some reason. Yeah, don't know why. It could be I killed the last skeleton or something like that with my Peg Knights. Anyway, at the end of combat, you can see I've lost a Grail Knight, lost a Knight Errant. For the most part, we're just kind of in a big pillow fight. He can't get past my armor, and I can't get past his regen. And that's really the story of the middle of the board. Brett turn 3, the Peg Knights charge his Corpse Cart, and now I have this horrible, ugly realization that the Knights of the Realm on the far left, the ones with the flaming banner, can't get to the ghouls because there's no room in there. I need my Peg Knights to beat that Corpse Cart and get the heck out of the way. Even then, it's going to be tough. And I really that Banner of the Eternal Flame is absolutely being wasted. So there's another close-up. Battle Standard Bearers in the combat. I wasn't worried about him dying, and he allows a little more combat res there. Yeah, these guys are just hacking away. There we go, +4 toughness on the men-at-arms. And my bowman shot at, I think, his other necromancer and was able to take him down. Actually, I think what happened was he cast a spell, and I used the scroll that turned him into a frog. So he was toughness 1, and then I easily picked him off. But what that did, his Vampire Lord had the Lore of Shadow, and he was afraid to cast any spells with him because he knew I'd turn him into a frog. So he was waiting this whole time without using any magic for his Vampire Lord, and now he feels free to cast magic. So pictures say it all here. You don't see a whole lot going away. During my magic phase, I was able to regrow a couple of Grail Knights. And yeah, Men-at-Arms doing a great job. I don't care if I lose them eventually. They just need to hold up these units so I don't get in the flank of my Knights Errant. Yeah, hacking away here. Every turn I'm losing a guy and he's losing a bunch of guys. Yeah, VC turn 4, I wasn't able to kill that Corpse Cart, so he charges the other Corpse Cart into the flank of these guys. Kind of worried about that. You can see my useless Knights of the Realm at the top. He does get this Mystifying Miasma spell off, so now my Knights Errant are even more worthless than normal. Yeah, hacking away. And hacking away. You'll notice here he is doing very few wounds to my guys. I'm toughness 7, and I've got a 6-up ward save. And actually, I guess I have a 6-up combat save and a 6-up ward save. Armor save and ward save. So, yeah. You can see here I'm losing a Knight Errant every now and then. And beyond that, not a whole lot happening. He didn't break me, but yeah. So my turn, I take my Knights of the Realm around the building to come around the backside. God, what a wasted unit. There's no movement. Don't know what to say about the game. We're rolling dice. These guys hack away through them. They're still sticking around. Was finally able to kill 1 Corpse Cart, so I turn and facing the other Corpse Cart. So I'm confident about how that's going to go eventually. Yeah, I lose a couple. He loses some. Now I start to realize that I don't want to kill that whole zombie unit, because as soon as I do, he's going to be able to reform and bring all his Graveguard to bear, and he's going to hack through my Men-at-Arms really, really quickly. But what do? I mean, you can't not roll, and so now I'm like rooting against my Men-at-Arms in terms of killing people. Yeah, these guys are still hacking at each other. I hack away here, and he reforms these guys, so he gets a few more ranks going. You notice that my character is now dead, got into a challenge with his White King BSB. He got Killing Blow on my guy. He's gone. Next, I'm going to issue a challenge with my Battle Standard Bearer because he's immune to Killing Blow, and I can take a wound and just regrow it during the magic phase. But I can't kill his guy. I don't have any kind of sniper character to take this guy out. His toughness is too high, and I don't have anybody with flaming attacks. So lose another Peg Knight, but otherwise this battle's a push. And things continue here. And you can see the zombies are now gone. His Graveguard is face to face with my men-at-arms. And yeah, those guys are not going to last long. So the Questing Knights finally finish up with that unit of skeletons. They turn the rest of the battle. Not sure they're going to really impact much. On my turn, I go ahead and move the Questing Knights forward. The Knights of the Realm at the very top couldn't see the Corpse Cart to make a charge, so all they could do is move up. So I'm going to get them in combat on turn 6, finally, because they're a complete total waste. Yeah, you notice how my men-at-arms went down very, very quickly, even with the buffs. They have a +2 toughness, and the other marker means they're +1 strength, +1 toughness, and even with that, he chopped through these guys like they're nothing. But the good news is I held, so on his turn, he's not going to be able to charge me, and that's all I needed from these guys. I'm getting these guys down. There's a big point sink in this unit. I need to get them dead and just get a ton of points. But you can see my Knights Errant are withering away. Yeah, other combat. So we go to VC turn 6. So, yeah, same thing going on. Brett turn 6. I get the Questing Knights in the flank of his ghouls. My men-at-arms are still around before combat with 11 guys left. You look at the very top. My Knights of the Realm finally get a charge and actually come into the game. Yeah, and they've got the Flame Attacks banner, and they're going to make short work of that thing. But the problem is, after they killed them, they couldn't do anything because my Pegasus Knights were in the way. And so I was hoping they'd get into the rear of that ghoul unit, and I would have been golden. But yeah, they couldn't. Peg Knights were right in the way, and so there's nothing else they could do. So at the end of combat, Men-at-Arms got killed to a man, and his Graveguard at that point, you know, the whole game didn't do anything except kill some Men-at-Arms, and I was very happy that's all they did. And the Balefire Corpse Card is gone, but I wasn't able to kill his BSB or his Crypt Ghouls. So at the end of the game, you had that. But when we added up the points, I really didn't lose anything. Matter of fact, I can't think. I'm sure I lost a character, and I lost something else. I don't remember what I lost, but very, very little. Whereas he lost everything on the board except for those 2 units, which had a lot of points in them, but it was still very easily a win for the Bretonnians. So I really don't think I played the game well. I needed to be smarter about using flaming attacks versus things with regen. I need to make a build so that I have something to kill characters like that, because too many armies can field something like his White King BSB that affects the game too much. I told him afterwards that hindsight's 20/20. I think would have been better, instead of charging his Graveguard into my men-at-arms, he should have just waited a turn and moved around and then charged my men-at-arms in the flank. He would have destroyed them very quickly, got the flank charge of my Knights Errant, and he would have wiped me off the board. So, but, like I said, hindsight's 20/20. I think he thought he was going to blow through my men-at-arms a lot faster than he did. But anyway, that's it. Hope you enjoyed it.